Hello, what's up guys? I know it's been a while since I've actually done a video. What I'm gonna be showing you is a deck profile 3 of these guys. Loki, Odin, and Thor. Now, as you guys can see, I have the whole entire deck already made. I actually got this deck profile from the Legendary Collection Heroes stack. This has no side, just to tell you. Well, I'm going to show you all the cards. Now, one of the main monsters in this deck, I got two of them, is Fenrir, the Nordic Wolf. Now, what this card can do is you can special summon it to your opponent's extra deck if there is a Aesir monster on your field, like Thor, Loki, or Odin. The next off would have to be this guy. His name... Oops, sorry about that, sorry. Jormungandr, I do believe that's how you say that. The Nordic Serpent. Now this one pretty much has the same effect as the first one I showed you, except it has a little different attack, as well as it's not as strong. But when these two beasts are summoned to your opponent's field, one thing, they can't deal you damage. Plus they come... Wait, let's see. Now, when this thing is on the field, my opponent takes damage when it leaves the field in any way, since it's their monster. Well, let's go on to the next one. Now, this one is a tuner monster. Severtolf of the Alfer. Which, this one specifically is used for Loki. Not used for Odin or Thor. So, most likely you're going to use it for Loki. Next off would have to be Tyr of the Nordic Captains. Now this one can only be on the field if there's another Nordic monster on the field. Otherwise, it's destroyed automatically. Which isn't that bad since you want your Nordic monsters in your graveyard. So you can special summon your Odin, Thor from your graveyard by banishing them. Next off, we have the horse, is what I like calling it, but its real name is Effects of the Nordic Beasts. This one's mainly used to summon Thor, because yes, it is a tuner. And since Thor needs beast-type tuners in the graveyard, to special summon it. Next off, we have two Yugioh of the Nordic Alfers. Alpha. Sorry, I put an S on that. That was my fault. Now in this one's normal summon to the field, if there's another Nordic beast on the field, I can target that Nordic beast, summon a Nordic beast from my hand onto the field, but it has to have a level equal to or lower than the monster I targeted. Now I like this one. Yes, this type of Nordic monster is mainly for Odin, but this one can be used for all three. Vandis of the Nordic Ascendants, because the Ascendants are what you need to banish for Odin to special summon it from your graveyard. But this one as Beast type tuner all the way up to any type of Nordic beast within my deck. As well as when it's normal summoned, you can send a Nordic beast from your deck to the graveyard. It adds that, it gains that Nordic beast's level, which means it can become any one of these. There's the effect. If you want to pause, you can read. Because sometimes I'll let you guys read the effects, which is why I'm showing you guys this. Now this is Tengrisker of the Nordic Beasts. It is not a tuner, but this one helps you special summon more monsters for synchro summoning, because when it is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, I can special summon 2 Nordic Beast tokens, both Earth with 3,000. Disregard that last thing. That's level 3, 0 attack, and 0 defense, is what I meant to say. So basically, it's just another way to get more stuff out. And then next off, this is another special summon card. There's its effect. Now this is pretty much almost exactly like the other one, except it special summons itself, not tokens. Tengrisker of the Nordic Beasts. Now, sorry if I'm getting these names wrong. I hate reading, but I have made sure that this word Nordic is the right way to say it. Here's its effect. When a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, when this defense position card on the field is changed to face-up attack position, you can special summon 1 Nordic Beast monster from your deck in defense position, except this. Next off, we have another tuner, which this is going to be the easiest one to read. Mara of the Nordic Alpha, sorry. I had to make sure I was saying that right. I have a computer next to me making sure that I'm saying stuff right. Now what this one does is when using this card as synchro material, the other synchro materials must be 2 monsters in your hand, which I read that exactly from the card. So it should be correct, as well as you can reread it just to make sure I said that correctly. And now this is the level 2 of the deck. Yeah. It's not the only level 2, but most of the other level 2s within this deck are tuners. As you can see, I've only showed another level 2, and it is a tuner monster. Member of the Nordic Ascendants. Now, once per turn at the start of the standby phase, if you control a Nordic monster and this card is in your graveyard, you can send one spell from your hand to the graveyard, special summon this card. So it's just another way to special summon. It's an easy special summon too. Now, like I said, most of the level 2s are tuners. This is a tuner. And yes, Odin. Valkyrie of the Nordic Ascendants. When this card is normal summoned, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no other card, you can banish 2 Nordic monsters from your hand, special summon 2. Sorry, it's hard to read. This is small text. Sorry about that. Enherger. I'm not gonna even try and read that. I'm sorry, I'm bad at reading. You guys know that. But basically, it summons 2 tokens, level 4, 1000 attack and 1000 defense. Let's move on. Next, we got Verge of the Nordic Alfar. And this one's pretty much explanatory. After you can normal summon 1 Nordic monster during your main phase this turn, in addition to your normal summon set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. If this face-up card on the field is sent to your graveyard, target 1 Nordic relic card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Which, we'll get to the relics here in a little bit, because I have quite a few in this deck. Most of them are traps. But next is Dark Hole, which this is a really old card. It just destroys all monsters on the field, which is cool when you have Odin out because, whoops, sorry, wrong card. It's cool when you have Odin out because if you activate its effect, it's unaffected by spell and trap card effects. Activate Trap Hole, bam, you pretty much destroy his whole field, and this is the only card left standing. Now, Soul Charge. You take 1000 for each monster you special summon from your graveyard. Pretty explanatory. High Trunade. Returns all spell and trap cards on the field to the owner's hand is what it should say, but it says just to the hand. Monster Reborn. Target a monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Mystical Space Typhoon. Target one target. Now, I got a lot of these cards. Forbidden Chalice. Target one face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn. That target gains 400 attack, but its effects are negated. Oops. Yeah, whatever. Now, Forbidden Lance. Target one face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn. That target loses 800 attack, but its effects, but is unaffected by the effects of other spell and trap cards. Drapner, sorry. I was trying to make sure I was going to pronounce that right. Like I said, I got a computer next to me. Equipped only to an Aesir or Nordic monster, it gains 800 attack. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can target one Nordic relic from your deck to your hand. Now, I love this one. The Nordic Light. Nordic monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card on the field is destroy all Nordic monsters on the field. Now, normally that would be bad if they destroyed this field spell. If I have a lot of Nordic monsters. But what if all I have are these guys? Not bad, right? Not bad. Glefner, the Fetters of Fenrir. Sorry. Add a Nordic monster from your deck to your hand. Pretty explanatory. Nordic Relic Gun. Sorry. Making sure I'm saying this right. Gungnir. Target one Aesir or Nordic monster you control. That target. Then target one card on the field. Destroy it. Also, during your main phase 2, after activation, return this monster you banish to activate this card to the field in face-up attack position. Which I got 3 of those, 2 of the last trap I showed you. And now, Nordic Relic Brisingerman. This one pretty much does the same thing as the last relic. Target one face-up monster, though, not just a Nordic or an Aesir. You control, and one face-up monster, your opponent can. The attack of the first target becomes equal to the original attack of the second target until the end of this turn. Sorry, my phone likes to do it. Now we're getting down to some of the last traps. Nordic Relic Mengengered. Now this one does pretty much the same thing as the last one, but it's a little different. Target one Aesir or Nordic monster you control. Attack and defense become double original attack and defense until the end of this turn. Now I only have 1 because last time I tried putting 2 in this deck, it didn't really work out. But it cannot attack your opponent directly this turn. Because every time I wanted to activate it, my opponent never had a monster. Now we're going to the last stretch on traps, then I'm going to get to extra deck. Now, whoops, I almost forgot. Nordic Relic. Levitine. Now this one's also pretty explanatory. Most of the Nordic Relic traps do something with Nordic monsters. Target one face-up monster on the field that destroyed a monster by battle. Destroy it. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card. So basically, if they have a counter trap, doesn't work against this guy. Does not work. Now the last trap, which I only have one of it, is activate this card by targeting one Aesir monster you control. It cannot be targeted by other card effects while this card is on the field. Send this card to the graveyard during your second standby phase after activation. Pretty powerful, don't you think? Now, before I'm done, I'm going to show you with this deck, but before I do that, let's get to the extra deck. Okay. Bilziris of the Dueling Dragon. Odin, father of the Aesirs. Thor, lord of the Aesirs. Loki, lord of the Aesirs. Leo, the keeper of the sacred tree, Ascension Sky Dragon. Trisrula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Bilzi of the Dragon. Dragon. Coral Dragon. And then 2 Gulvage of the Nordic Ascendant. Sorry. Now let's get on to a duel before I run out of space on my phone. First things first, I almost forgot. There's one more card I really need to show you. That's that one. Star Eater, which I gotta put that into here now because I accidentally erased it. Because for some reason it wouldn't let me click it. Then I'll sort, then I'll save. Just to make sure. Now, I only have enough space for one duel on my phone, so let's get this duel on the road. Click duel. Show game list. And right now, my name on this is Odin, Father of the Gods. I'm using the actual Odin deck. So, no surprise there. Let's get right into a duel. Why not? Sorry, I keep forgetting I gotta go like that. Scissors. Okay, sweet. Paper. I'll go first. Since I won the rock, paper, scissors. Oh, and we're not doing links. I did not read that it was a normal duel. Well, let's see what happens next. Okay. Well, first things first. Let's go ahead and special. I know we're not doing link. You know me. I have to go by link rules. No. Not going to activate a card, one effect. Plus this one. Plus this one. Then we'll grab use the ones I'm grabbing. That one, that one, that one. And you'll see me work my magic. Because now we're going to special summon again. And as you guys can see, it's Odin. Then I'll set this guy just in case. Then I'll end my turn. This guy should know why I'm called Odin, Father of the Gods. The reason why I went first is so he couldn't negate my Link Monster's effect. Mainly, anyways. Now let's summon. Let's go ahead and special. I'm probably trying to summon another one. Yes, I am. Yes. This one, the one on the field, and her. Banish all three of those guys. Now let's... Got one more of these. Let's also see... Now let's not do her. Let's go for Loki. So I'll grab that guy. Where's my level 2? My level 2? So then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need a level 3. 1, 2. No, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Now let's special summon Loki. As well as let's activate Odin. Let's go ahead and battle. First I'll attack with Loki. Then I'll attack with Odin. Then I'm going to end my turn. And if you guys are paying attention, yes, of the Norse gods. And he surrendered! Well, thanks for watching. Powerful Zach. And bye.